What's up, y'all? Welcome back to MSM Audio. I'm Tim. Thank y'all for tuning in. So, the title of this video, Are We All Making the Same Music? I had a couple comments under my videos. One was for a Leap expansion, and the other one was a MPC expansion. And it just kind of sparked some thoughts, right? First one, this is from Daddy King 603. And he says, my problem with Leap is it is almost as if the presets trap you into one particular song that 5,000 other people might use. You would not end up with a very original result. I like that you can break away each sample and use it at a different octave and add effects to it and play it to scale, but I can do this with any one shot in my DAW and Serato. As a way of simply distributing samples, I guess Leap is okay. And I agree, right? Because that's how it feels. They make it very simple for you to put something together, and it feels like they kind of lead you to make a particular type of song. And the whole world has access today to the same sounds, the same tools. And are we making the same music? Sometimes it feels like that, right? Yep. You have producer A, producer X, both songs come on. You can't really tell the difference between the two. Who produced what? Similar sounds, same sounds being used. We've all heard them, right? And that's why creativity becomes all the more important. What's your sound? How do you describe your sound? Can you describe your sound? Is it the same exact thing as producer A or producer X? What separates you from the pack? And I think that's probably the most important question, right? And taking the time to figure out exactly what that is. I fell victim to it too, to the point where I decided I'm just gonna stop. I'm not even gonna make any music, right? Because I fell into the same thing. There's everything is so simple for you to put together, and let's just be honest. It sounds good. It's fun. 808s is right there. Bass is right there. Chords is right there. It sounds good. It feels good. You think you're doing something. But like he's saying, so do 5,000 other people. So it's something to keep in mind, right? Who am I? What is my sound? What's representative of my sound, right? So for me, I decided I'm just not going to make music anymore. I'm going to stop and figure out what is my sound, right? What plugins are best representative of what I like to hear. So I'm going to find a few, not even a few right now, maybe one, maybe two synth plugins that best represent the sound that I like. And I'm just going to use it and learn it. Learn how to use the oscillators in full, the filters, modulation, all the different aspects of that plugin and master it. Find some drums that are like kick, snare, hi-hat, 808s, bass. Learn, manipulate them, sound shape. How can I make this sound like something that's unique to me, right? And not when it comes on, it sounds like this person or it sounds like that person. Like there's certain famous producers out there, when certain tracks come on, oh, that's such and such. Oh, that's Timberland. That's Pharrell. That's Dre. You can't mistake their sound, right? So let's look at the other comment. This is from Jeff A. Goddard. And he says, all the NI expansions are full of great beats, samples, and presets. How do you develop your own original songs from this huge variety of stuff? I think I have 10 plus expansions and it's overwhelming. Tough to get started. That's the exact position I found myself in, and one of the reasons why I decided to stop, right? It's supposed to be fun, creative, and I found myself getting frustrated and I was overwhelmed. I have 10,000 kicks to choose from. I got 20,000 snares to choose from. And if you haven't defined what your sound is, you know, what is it that you're trying to convey musically, excuse me, it can get overwhelming. And with all of these options thrown at you, right? Their goal is just to make money, right? Make it easy for everyone to consume because we're all using the same sounds, the same tools. Everything is cheaper today. So creativity now is at a premium. But that being said, and not just with music, just the world at a whole, right? There's a huge opening for truly creative people who want to separate themselves, and not just music, movies, TV shows, a lot of different areas, right? There's an opening right now because everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's being a copycat. No one's really trying to be original. So, developing your own original songs, you got to know what's the sound. What's the sound that you're trying to create? What's the sound that's going to be representative of you? And then get on that journey on how to achieve that and separate yourself from everything else. If your song comes on with producer A or producer X, shouldn't sound like them. It should be easily distinguishable. How can you achieve that? I think that's the goal because, I mean, it is overwhelming. There's way too much out there. One of the reviews I did, the expansion reviews, Marco Polo, he has the Boom Bap series, 2 volumes, and he has the Pad Thai series, 3 volumes. So altogether, 5 volumes of classic boom bap sounds. And after a while, it starts to sound the same. It's like, how do I choose between these 5 volumes, and they all sound similar? So it's tricky. So again, for me, I'm figuring out what plugins, what tools work for me. Just gonna start there, learn how to use them to the best of my ability, become a master at it. Then I can jump back in to putting songs together and being creative that way so that when I do decide to start sharing music again, I know for a fact it's not going to sound like producer A, it's not going to sound like producer X, and you're going to know it's something different. So, are we all making the same music? It seems so. There are people out there who are being creative and being different, but from a commercial standpoint, you're not going to hear those people. You're going to hear the popular, the fun music, the music that makes money, and that's the music that all sounds the same. So it's kind of hard to not get influenced by it because it does feel good. It sounds the same, but it feels good. It's fun. It works. But personally, for yourself, you have to be careful not to fall into that influence, not to be overwhelmed with all of these choices. Sometimes you don't need so much. It takes very simple, fewer choices to achieve something great. So just be careful. Don't want to sound like everybody else. Be unique and just keep going, keep working. Doesn't matter if it takes a year, 5 years, 10 years. Stay on that path. Thank y'all for tuning in. Stay positive, stay purposeful, stay creative, stay confident. Most of all, keep going. See you on the next one. MSM Audio.